We are now in the thick of the regional championship hunt at Pete Matthews Coliseum. Today, 6 more champions crowned with regional titles. We'll start with 7A boys. Gadsden City making their 5th appearance in the regional final, looking for their first championship. Titans playing Spain Park in front of a packed house. Auburn coaches Bruce Pearl and Chuck Person were in the house. Gadsden City's Sean Kid McKinney, you might remember he was the hero last Thursday, hit the game-winning shot. Looked good early on, 14 points for him. More from the Titans. In transition, Kalen Johnson knocks down the 3-ball from the corner. Spain Park would find their offense through their big man. Austin Wiley throws down the 2-handed slam. 19 points, 15 rebounds for Wiley. Gadsden City by 2 at the half. Things stayed tight in the second half. Titans Jacob High blows by his defender, 10 points for him. Titans played tough, but Spain Park made some big plays down the stretch. Justin Brown with a game-high 25 points, and the Jaguars go on to win it 70-61 and claim their second Northeast Regional Championship.
And I'm not disappointed one bit. This has been the greatest group of seniors as far as chemistry-wise. They've pulled together. They rooted for each other. They worked hard together. We come in most games undersized, but the heart of these kids, man, you can't measure. You know, they get out there and they battle every possession, and they fight for one another every possession. And it's just been a joy, a great season to coach these guys. And hey, I just hate that the ride is over.
So Gadsden City, a great season, finishes with a record of 24-8. And the Jaguars are headed to Birmingham as the 7A boys regional champions. Up next, the Class 5A girls. Anniston looking for back-to-back regional championships and a return trip to Birmingham, facing Madison County in the final. Lady Tigers with some sharp shooting early. Taylor Jennings, 3 of her 23 points. Madison County took a commanding 10-point lead in the first quarter, but Anniston made a run of their own in the second. They finished strong. Miaja Bullock with 10 points. Raven Cooley, though, was the star. Played the best game of her career, 32 points and 5 steals, 66-60 is the final.
They got some great players, and you know, we were prepared mentally for it. You know, I wasn't worried about the physical aspect of the game. I was more or less worried about us being prepared mentally.
As far as like Coach B, like he said, he's been challenging me. He's been saying I was going to have the best game of my life, and I took that in and didn't doubt. I had faith in it, and I did what I had to do.
So the Bulldogs claim their 5th overall title and their 3rd in the row. They will play in the Final Four coming up next week. Meanwhile, in the Class 5A boys, Anniston taking on #1 and defending state champion J.O. Johnson. The Jaguars led by this star, John Petty. We're led by this star, Chris Wright, in the house today, checking out the action. Anniston making Petty really take some tough shots. He makes this one, but only has 6 points as he heads into the 4th quarter. Meanwhile, the Bulldogs playing great. Good spacing, good ball movement right there. Wide open 3-pointer hit by Hakeem Ross. He finished with 10. Jaguars stayed right in it with their signature above the rim kind of play. Petty to Justin Hopkins. 25-25 is your score at halftime. Let's skip to the 4th quarter. Here's a questionable call. Tied at 43 with 45 seconds to go. That is called a foul. John Petty would go to the free throw line. He only had 8 points, 2 of them right there. And so last chance for Anniston, they will put it in the hands of the man, Quintarius Croft. Croft, desperation 3-pointer, falls just short. They would get the rebound and put it back up, but it is no good. And J.O. Johnson will go on to win it. Final score, 45-43, but a valiant and phenomenal effort by the Anniston Bulldogs.
It was a great fight. They came out, played hard with big heart, so I congratulate them because they played their best. But we practiced for stuff like that in practice, so we pulled it out and got the W.
We had to find a way to win this one, and, you know, I feel real good about our teams. We've been playing really well. We didn't shoot it very well today. And part of it might be because we come down last night, spent the night, and, you know, had a good time. And but like I said, you got to give Anniston credit. Schuster, a great friend of mine, and being from Anniston, you know, I hate it for him. But like I said, it's always good to come home and win.
We did what we had to do to win, for the exception of a few mistakes right there at the end. And you know, that's all I could ask, you know, to play hard and leave it on the floor. Guys really played great. You know, we had a great season. We felt that we had won this. The winner of this region here would have been the one to win the state. You know, and they played hard. That's all we can ask.
So today marks the final game in the legendary career of Anniston head coach Schuster Ware. Gave 19 years of service to that fine institution, walks away with 2 state championships and a ton of memories. So the Anniston Bulldogs, they finished out a fantastic season. on the boys' side. Meanwhile, back to the girls' side in Class 2A, Ranburn taking on Eider in the Class 2A final. The Lady Bulldogs with some good offensive momentum early on. Madison Smith to Jessica Ralston in the post for the layup. 22 points for her, 16 boards for Smith. But Eider took the lead thanks to great shooting behind Jackie Allday, one of the 7 3-pointers hit by the Lady Hornets. Ranburn tonight playing well, but Eider too strong. Final score 64-52, so Eider moves on into Birmingham. Meanwhile, in the Class 7A girls, Buckhorn getting a 6-point win over Hewitt-Trussville, 47-41, and Cleveland a 1-point win over Section. They knocked down a 3-pointer with 16 seconds to play, so Section gets the win tomorrow.